Hi everybody, this is Ronin. In part 1, we looked at the reality of your date in the Get Verified scam. Your date and the websites they use are nothing more than facades. In part 2 of the Get Verified scam, we will explore the various techniques scammers use to trick you. It is applied social engineering interwoven with technology that is designed to influence and deceive you at the same time. I will explain it all in a non-technical manner. Social engineering is a method to manipulate human behavior. It is often used in phishing attacks targeted to individuals and also attacks aimed at gaining access to secure networks and companies. Let's look at the most commonly found social engineering techniques used in the Get Verified scam. Pretexting establishes a reason for taking some action using a false identity and circumstance that a victim will relate to. In the Get Verified scam, your date takes on the identity of an attractive person who has an interest in you. This concept is continued on the website where they direct you to get verified. Often, the website includes a tragic incident that has an online dating connection. Scammers use these incidents as a backdrop for getting verified. The effect is to create a sense of empathy with the victim. In your mind, you start to think, yes, I understand, this is reasonable. Baiting is very straightforward. The promise of meeting an attractive girl can be a very powerful enticement. The scammer will often enhance that enticement with sexy pictures, emails, and text messages. The Get Verified websites often display logos of mainstream media outlets. The intent here is an expression of authority and legitimacy. They are borrowing the authority of a trusted outlet and associating it with a website in order to influence the victim. Yeah, it's a bit cheesy, but it's just one of many small nudges to move you in the direction they want. And no, these have never appeared on a mainstream media outlet. The scammer wants to create a sense of urgency in you. They don't want you to take time and think about it. Urgency can appear in an email or text, and it's often reinforced on the website. Let me show you. This is a sign up to one of these scam websites. After you give them an email, they put on this little show for you. They create urgency by putting a time limit on your free access. They throw a little scarcity in as well, which is another way to nudge you to act quickly. As I'm sure you've guessed by now, this page is just a shell. It's a piece of code known as JavaScript that uses a random number generator. It's not connected to any database counting women or time. In part 1 of this series, I showed you how the scammers used the iframe command to hide charges and direct your credit card to a low-quality dating site or to an adult entertainment site without you knowing. These white-label dating sign-up pages are built to be used in an iframe. Normally, when you buy something, there's a page with pricing and benefits, features and options, that sort of thing. These pages don't have any of that. They have designed it to be used in this deception. Let's take a closer look at this iframe command. The next site we look at comes from a comment on the online dating scams website. It is a typical Get Verified scam website. I'll sign up for the free option. As you can see, there are no charges here. So let's look at the source code. I'm trying to find the iframe command. All I am finding is some JavaScript that seem to be creating an iframe on the fly. I'm not sure if this is a purposeful obfuscation or it's just a feature of how Wix creates a website. Doesn't matter, I'm not going to dig through this code. I don't have to. I'm going to use a trace built into the browser. I hit refresh to reload the page, and it shows me all the pieces that put this website together. I am looking for components that seem to come from another place, not this website. I find this odd-looking URL and a familiar affiliate link. This tool allows me to see where each component is coming from, so it's a simple matter to walk it backwards and find it. And there it is. So now I'm going to display these hidden websites directly. This Join Safely affiliate is redirecting me to mkpdfg.com. I'll do a quick sign up. And you can see that you're being signed up to an online dating website called You're My Reason to Love for $39.99. That's a per month charge. So let's take a close look at the iframe and how they build it. This frame border 0 is used so there are no lines around what you see. It creates a seamless appearance for the hidden website. The height and width specifies the size of the window that you're allowed to see. Scrolling equals no prevents you from scrolling around inside the iframe and seeing the rest of the web page. By the way, this 100% is a coding mistake, but it gets ignored because of the second width parameter. Allow me to show you the impact of the scrolling parameter on the web page. Here is a sample on my Stop That Charge website that is using an iframe. As you can see, there's nothing around the picture. You can't scroll down or left or right, so I will remove the scrolling parameter and republish it. The first thing you notice is that the browser has put scrolling bars on the page. And now I can scroll down and see the rest of the page. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how scammers use the iframe. The next technique I want to show you, I call too big for the smartphone. Before I show you, a little context is needed so you can understand why this scam technique works. Here's a short segment from one of my earlier videos called Not So Mobile Friendly. Today, smartphones are part of our lives, always with us. With that proliferation of smartphones, websites have become compelled to become mobile friendly in order to attract and keep visitors. On many websites, mobile visitors outnumber desktop visitors. Nearly 70% of the users are mobile on my online dating scams website. If you look at the age of my visitors, those who would be active in online dating, the mobile usage is even higher. Here's one of my websites, which is a mobile-first design. We consider things like making sure the text displays correctly, it's readable on a small screen. Hyperlinks are easy to click on. Scrolling is up and down. You don't need to, you cannot go side to side. It is the no scrolling side to side feature that scammers are taking advantage of. With the proliferation of mobile-friendly sites, people have become accustomed to scrolling up and down with their thumb. Going side to side never occurs to them. It has just become habit. That's how you do it. On many phones, pushing side to side is how you go forward and backward on web pages. Okay, so now we have that context. Let's take a look at one of these no-charge too big for the cell phone websites. As you can see, I can scroll up and down. No charges are showing when I do that. Now, if I push the screen left, it actually scrolls and shows me more of the page. If I do it again, I see even more of the page. And now I can see all the hidden charges. Here's what the page looks like if it is displayed on a desktop computer. So if you happen to go to one of these sites on your desktop, you would likely detect a scam. But remember, people active in online dating are using their smartphones around 90% of the time. So this technique works, and it works a lot. Another layer to the scam is faking the location. Your date, who is far, far away, can make it appear as if they are in your neighborhood. Let me show you. Here we have the Safe and Single brand of scam websites. The page tells you that your date is in Sewickley. That's a suburb of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So now, what I am going to do is take this URL and plug it into my other browser, where I am connected to the internet with a different proxy. Let me explain. When you connect to the internet, you are connected to a routing server that is owned by your Internet Service Provider, or ISP. From there, you are connected to the various websites around the world. When you use a proxy, you still connect to your ISP, but from there, you are routed to a different server and then to the internet. The web pages you go to see you as coming from the proxy. Okay, back to the web page. So down here as the page is loading, you can see that it's waiting for a Geoplugin server. And when the page displays, you see that it shows the same website, the same person, only now they appear to be in San Francisco. Let me show you how they do it. The Geoplugin script takes a look at your internet address, also known as your IP address, and it makes a determination of the general area of the world you are in. So here's the script on the web page, and here you see it's writing the city and country to the web page. The Geoplugin script can also access the local area codes. And that's it. It's pretty simple. I want to pause and point out that Geoplugin has nothing to do with this scam. They offer a nice free service. Like any tool, it's how you use it that matters. A Geoplugin can be very useful if you are marketing goods and services. For instance, you wouldn't want to sell a San Francisco 49ers jersey to someone in Sewickley. One last note before we close this episode. Now you might be thinking right now, how can anybody fall for this? Well, think of it this way. You are watching a video and you are in an analytical mindset. It is very obvious to you that this is a scam. But if you're the person in the middle of it, it is easy to be distracted by trying to meet the girl. These are all pieces of a mosaic that sort of fit together, and they reinforce one another. And what doesn't fit together, well, humans have the ability to fill in the gaps to make the picture they are looking for. That's one of the reasons social engineering works. So that's it for this episode, How They Trick You. In the next episode, we will explore white label dating, how a seemingly legitimate business is inextricably linked to the scam. Until next time, stay safe.